Hi guys, Romeo Hertz here today to give you another chapter of Naruto review, Naruto 643 review. Um, this wasn't. I don't really know what to say about this chapter. I'll just go into the synopsis and give my thoughts as I go along. And it starts off where we finished last time, with Minato speaking to the Yin side of the Kyuubi. And basically it's saying that a lot of what's happened, Kushina's death, Naruto becoming a Jinchuriki, wasn't Minato's fault. And that he doesn't need to kind of berate himself for dying and being reanimated. Though I would like to point out that a lot of it is the Kyuubi's fault. If you remember, Kushina died. The Kyuubi wasn't under the control of Obito at the time. The Kyuubi decided to try and kill Kushina, and I think this is a point that not only does the viewers forget, but also the author forgets to point out that the Kyuubi was actually the one that killed Minato and Kushina. And could be partly to blame for becoming the Jinchuriki. Remember, all that Obito managed to do was free the Kyuubi and hold his control for a certain amount of time, but the one who killed Kushina, the one who killed Minato, was in fact the Kyuubi. So I think the Kyuubi has never taken responsibility for that, and it doesn't seem like any of the characters recognize this either, which I find very, very, very weird. I think as a sentient being, the Kyuubi holds some form of responsibility, and it's odd that the consequences of those actions aren't being displayed or even recognized. I mean, I know for the context of the story, they have to give the Kyuubi cloak and all that, but this was actually one of my main reasons as to why I was not happy with the Kyuubi and Naruto being friends. I thought it made sense for them to be accomplices, but to be friends, I don't really get it. So, but moving on, we move over back to the mock sage Obito, what the fuck ever. I'm just gonna keep calling him Obito because he is still Obito. And he remarks that the technique, the senjutsu hurt him, and he seems to be trying to heal, but it seems to have affected the Jubi directly, whatever that means, because the Jubi has infinite chakra, it has a huge amount of mass. I'm not sure how this has affected him in any significant way. Naruto remarks that senjutsu works, and he explains why it works. And I think I mentioned it last chapter, why senjutsu works so well against woodwork against Obito, and Naruto pretty much confirms it. And basically, Tobirama states that the teamwork between him and Naruto is similar, or almost exactly like the teamwork between him and the first. So that was, I mean, you get that, the history repeating itself, the will of fire being passed on, so that's good. Then we have Obito, and he's pretty much, he says that okay, it's time to start the moon's icon, but I don't get it. Why can't he just teleport the fuck away? I mean, what can Kakashi do to him anymore? In fact, why isn't he intangible? Kishimoto still draws him with the Sharingan. He should still have the Mangekyo Sharingan. He still should be, as far as I can tell, intangible. And Kakashi isn't anywhere near him, so even if Kakashi does attack, what the fuck's he gonna do? I mean, he doesn't stand a chance. Even the previous Hokage said, we don't equal we're not on the same level as Obito is on right now. So why doesn't Obito just teleport away to some different location and start the Moon's Eye plan? Why does he need to be there? I don't even know where he is. So it's kind of confusing why he has to defeat these people when it seems to me, why does he even have to fight them? It kind of reminds me of the Enel versus Luffy fight. And Enel was fighting Luffy, and then he realized, wait, hang on, why do I need to even fight you? It's not going to advance my plans. You're not really stopping my plans. I just need to move away from you, or you have to move away from me, and my plan is still going to function. And I wish, I mean, obviously Kishimoto doesn't give a shit. He really needs to move the story along, but he needs to get them to fight and so on and so forth. And Obito remarks again, his favourite saying is, "This world no longer holds any value." And to be honest, I don't think Obito has the right to say that. When Rin died, yes, but all his friends, his clan, he probably had a mother, a father, a brother, a sister, a nephew, nieces, uncles, aunties in the Uchiha clan. He was an Uchiha. He had all his friends from the academy. He still had his teacher. He still had his friend Kakashi. And instead, he, for some odd reason, said they don't have any value anymore just because Rin died. It's a hard thing to swallow, I gotta admit. If, again, like I said before, if Kishimoto had shown us seeing Obito trying to make more connections and then failing, essentially him being like Nagato, in that he constantly tries to prevail but it constantly fucks him up the ass, it constantly backfires on him, it makes sense. Nagato made sense, Obito doesn't. So, and he even says this world died long ago, and I don't understand what that means. I wish he would. It seems like he's got more reasons to doing this than he says, but he's always talking about Rin. Rin is his only reason, so his words ring hollow to me. And he summons this kind of Biju Dama tree thing, which creates these 4 Biju Dama, these 4-tailed beast bombs, which are huge, they're massive. And he plans to wipe out the entire Shinobi force. And Madara doesn't care. Madara doesn't mind this. I don't know what the fuck's going on between Madara and Hashirama. I don't understand why Kishimoto even brought them back, to be honest. Apart from resurrecting the first Hokage, I don't understand. It seems like they're just glitter, no soul. They're just there to make it more entertaining, but I don't think. Yeah, I'm not sure what purpose they serve for the story, to be honest, at this point. But anyway, Obito makes this 6 flaming suns barrier technique, which is 2 up from the Hokage's 4 flaming suns technique. Did he copy that technique with the Sharingan, or did he just learn that technique when he got access to the Jubi powers? We don't know what being the Jinchuriki does or how he's mastered his powers. Can he even speak to the Jubi? I mean, we don't really know much about it. I'm not sure if we ever will. And basically Minato plans to teleport away the tree, but Obito says that's not going to happen. No matter what you do, it's just not going to work like that. And basically Naruto comes up with an idea, and he bumps fists with his father so that the Yin Kyuubi and the Yin Kyuubi can talk to each other. And Obito sees this, and what you've got to remember about Obito, about Toby, and one of the things I respect about him, is that he always tries to divide the forces of an alliance. He always tries to attack them psychologically, which I can appreciate. I really can appreciate that. I just don't like what he's talking about, which is Rin. Fuck's sake. I mean, I understand that he's trying to weaken the relationship between Naruto and his father. but I think he needs to change his tactics. I really liked it when he was trying to target Naruto's reasoning for the war, when he says, well, you know, you say you got all this hope, you are hope, I should believe in you. But Nagato said the same thing. It's okay for you to have a belief, but if you don't have a method or way to achieve your goals, there's no point in having hope, because hope is just a form of power. It's a means, not an end. And he pretty much says what he's always been saying since Obito and Naruto started fighting in the anime, for fuck's sake, let alone where they are in the manga, which is, you're wrong, I'm right, there's hope in this world, you don't believe there's hope in this world. That's all they've been saying throughout this entire fight, since they've been fighting. And Minato's proud of his son, that he's come so far, blah blah blah, bullshit. I don't care, we get it, we understand. A lot of the stuff that's being said has been said so much before. We've seen a lot of this. I don't understand why Kishimoto, I don't think, gives a shit about Naruto. I think he's not being creative with Naruto. Apart from the fights, he's not being very creative with the character Naruto or the character Obito. He's just going on the one note over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I wish he would try and hit different themes. Try and be creative with Naruto. He's creative with Sasuke to an extent, though we don't know what's going on with Sasuke now. We don't even know. I don't think ninjutsu doesn't work against him. I just think ninjutsu doesn't work against his orbs, his bloodline expansion, not against Obito, the Jinchuriki himself. So we'll have to see. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. It looks like they're planning on doing something. We'll see. This had elements of a setup chapter, but again, I think it was very rushed and mismanaged. Where the fuck is Killer Bee? I mean, this guy. Well, whatever. Look. By the way, the recent One Piece chapter has just come out. I'm not going to review it. I'm not going to review or look at it until a better scan comes in. I could do it with this scan because it was just a setup chapter. It was a Naruto chapter. There wasn't anything special, there wasn't any attention to detail that I was going to have to look at. With One Piece, because of how detailed the art is, because there are certain things with expressions and sound effects that need to be looked at with a One Piece chapter, and because there's so much subtlety in a One Piece chapter, I don't think I'd be having the full effect or the full experience from reading a subpar scanlation, and I don't think it would be right for me to give you a subpar review based off a subpar scanlation. I think it really needs to be done better. So yeah, my One Piece review won't be out until maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know, whenever better scans come out. Anyway, this was my chapter review of Naruto 643. What do I give this chapter review? It's okay. It's okay. It's mediocre. I'll call it mediocre and leave it at that. There are too many things. There was too much repetitiveness. It was just the dialogue was uncreative, I felt. It was very convenient. It was very uncreative, very unoriginal. And I expect more. And I better get more next chapter, because I know my standards for Naruto has gone down a lot. But still, I as an author, Kishimoto should be better than this. Should be able to do better than this. So yeah, until next week, guys. I'm not sure what's going to happen next week, but hey, whatever, you know. So Romeo Hertz signing off for now.